Looks like Nephilar, down below. Let's see if we can find a way to get to him. Hold a moment. There's some kind of message written on that tablet. In a rather roundabout way, it seems like this tablet is telling us how to move forward. It seems there's more to Doomstone Keep than first meets the eye. The inscription says to create light with a divine mask, which I can only assume refers to the Mask of Alkosh. Did the Pride of Alkosh occupy this keep? Yes, the Black Beast. One of the Dragon Guard's greatest foes. A dragon of mighty power. Which would indicate that this inscription was written by the Dragon Guard. But what were they doing here? The Dragon Guard and the Pride of Alkosh. We're getting ahead of ourselves. We need to find Nephilar, first and foremost. According to this inscription, the mask can somehow be used to light fires. We should search for unlit torches or braziers. Let's see if the mask responds to that brazier. That must be the Black Beast facing off against the Dragon Guard. It looks like a Khajiit warrior is leading them. Perhaps she was a member of the Pride of Alkosh. Warrior from before. She claimed the Mask of Alkosh, just as you did. Wait, could she possibly be Jadari?
I guess this is a fight now.
That's Nephilar. Jadari is offering him the Mask of Alkosh, but he's refusing her. It seems to symbolize something, though I'm not sure what.
Get back, you betcha!
I understand now. The Black Beast is Lutvalon. The Dragon Guard sealed him away, though it cost Jadari her life. And Nathalar is nowhere to be seen. Jadari joined the Dragon Guard to take down a fearsome dragon. The Pride of Alkosh called him the Demon from the East, while the Dragon Guard named him the Black Beast. But his true name is Lutvalon. Precisely. She must have needed the mask's power to defeat Lutvalon. Jadari and the Dragon Guard had another ally as well, Nathalar. He gave them his own horn to use against Lutvalon, but he also refused Jadari something. And then the final battle. Jadari fell, but the Dragon Guard was still able to trap Lutvalon. For centuries he was sealed away beneath this very keep. Until he escaped, that is. Which leads us to today's battle. What I'm interested in is how Jadari was able to use the Mask of Alkosh against Lutvalon. Though I suspect Nathalar may have some insight on that as well. We should continue our search. Nathalar!
Jadari. No. It is you, Hunter. Deju. Time blurs. It is the same as before. I can feel Lutvalon's icy malice permeating this chamber. So this was his prison, was it? And now he has assured that it will be my grave. Yes, I gave her my horn, but it was not enough. And so she asked me to empower the Mask of Alkosh, so that we could slay Lutvalon and end his terror. I refused. Lutvalon was sealed away, but not before Jadari fell in battle. It takes two wills to awaken the mask. One is a champion of the Pride of Alkosh, a warrior who has proven themselves worthy of the mask's power. The other must be one of my kind. A dragon. Venjuntid. The will of my father, the Dragon King of Time. All Dove seek dominion, and so it is a king's command that is our bane. I will not turn away from you as I did Jadari. I will not repeat the past. I will join with you and empower the mask. You are a worthy ally, and a champion of my father's will. Only together can we hope to defeat Lutvalon. Raise the mask before me. It is time. of the mask and nothing more. Come, let us see what lies beyond the dunes.
Apologies never did suit you, Nafalar. You are here now. That is all that matters. A new champion walks in Jadari's stead. We can still make things right. Poor Rakajin. It was his destiny to walk these sands, you know. To join with the pride of Alkosh. But greed drenched his heart like a freezing rain, sapping all its warmth. And so, it fell on your shoulders to walk this path instead. Dragons, yes. And something far worse as well. Latvulan, the demon from the east. It was not enough to seal it away. You must succeed where Jadari failed. You must banish the demon unto eternity, as Alkosh wills. Latvulan is the torment of chaos. A shadow wearing a scaly hide. It seeks to drench this world in anguish, as is its very nature. It will pave the way for another. A new moon filled with darkness. Then the tapestry of time shall unravel. Alkosh watches we mortals with a weary eye. He will lend his power to one worthy, yes. But only if we are granted the aid of his blood. Only a dragon's power can awaken the mask. You seem willing. Can you say the same of Nafalar? Of course, Mask Bearer. Jadari is sure you have many questions. Just don't expect too many answers, yes? It is not a place, but a story that has been and will be told time and time again. We are within the tapestry, and without it. Wrapped up tightly in its threads, even as we desperately try to untangle them. Alkosh is he who weaves the tapestry, and also he who is the threads. They unspool from the tip of his tail. When the thread ends, there will be nothing. We are all woven into his tapestry, Walker. We are always within the realm of time. Perhaps that is why Alkosh entrusted the Khajiit with his secrets, no? Jadari was born under eclipsed moons, yet was destined to never become main. And as she listened to the moons, they sang to her a song as sweet as candied moon sugar, until the day their song became the steady beat of drums. The darkness of Lorkhaj had stained her soul, the bruising purple of spilled wine. Soon, all she could hear was beautiful, terrible whispers. And so this one decided to make her way to the sands behind the stars, before she was forever lost. But Kenarthi carried Jadari not above to the stars, but into the darkness that had settled in this one's heart. Jadari was given two gifts, a lantern to guide, and a sword to protect. And both shined with Alkosh's divine light. You walked the halls of the High Main, have you not? You proved yourself worthy, and were gifted the mask of Alkosh. Those trials, those halls, they reflect Jadari's battle, deep in her heart. A battle that she won. Jadari was gifted the Mask of Alkosh, and told to protect his most sacred tapestry. To slay a demon who would undo all of time. But now that duty lies upon your shoulders. Bear it wisely. You compare the sands of the hourglass to the moments which pass through time. Can they truly be the same? But then, are they truly so different? It is one answer only the Dragon King knows. Perhaps not in a way so easily understood. Just know that the Dragon King guides you now, just as he guided you then. But it is you who must walk the path he lays before you. Never forget that. Go before him, Dragon Guide. It should only take a few days. Do you remember?
Dragon King above. Ormahu Hansu. This mortal is worthy. Wavogri Krenti. They shall mend your threads. Our strength is now one, Akatus. Let us finish
Reach
this.
the surface this way. Let's move out. The cultists use the Aeon Stone to empower Lot for long. We must hurry!
The time has come, Akatus. Cleave through your enemies
This
with
is
the
the
might
power
of
of the Mask of
Alkosh.
Alkosh. Come! We'll stop the cult from calling in reinforcements for Lot Falon. This is the power of the Mask of Alkosh. Come! We'll stop the cult from calling in reinforcements for Lot Falon.
Come, my brothers and sisters! Lend me your aid!
Onward! We have a dragon to slay.
The time has come, Lord. Our battle shall end here. I know not how this works, but they shall not do so again. Have you no more corpses to call upon, Latvulan? I need only my own might to defeat you. Now, little mask bearer, let us see how you handle my true might. Enough of this! I should have killed you long ago, Mask Bearer!
think I'm agreeable.
Cannot be stopped. You think you can win? I am onslaught. You shall rise. Well fought, Dragon God. Lot Vulan is slain. Now I shall ensure that nothing remains.
Fought hard for this victory, Dragon Guard. To save the people of elsewhere, of all Tamriel, from Lot Vulan's tyranny. But our battle does not end here. Like those who came before, we'll fight the dragons that plague this land until the day that plague ends. And for all those who lost their lives today, I say this prayer. May your flames burn eternal.
You should have seen the battle, Mother. Flames and ice, swords and arrows. It was spectacular.
Mother must say, slaying dragons is certainly a step up from stealing temple heirlooms.
You'll never let that one go, will you? Zaji knew we could do it. There was never a doubt in his mind. After all, we are the Dragon God, right? The scourge of dragons far and wide. Well, Zaji will admit there was 1 or 2 moments of doubt, but they passed by very quickly. He hardly noticed them at all. You know, Walker, forget it. At the danger of sounding boorish, Zaji just wanted to thank you for all that you've done. When this one left Black Heights, it was to seek adventure and glory, and so he bought a fine vessel and assembled a gallant crew. However, adventure and glory is a bit hard to seek out. It's not often you come upon signposts asking for mighty heroes to save the kingdom. Well, maybe you do. Seems like you have that sort of luck. The point is that Sai-Sahan was right to doubt Zachi and his crew. We were smugglers, not heroes. Ruffians trying to make enough gold to get by. And then you came along and asked us to take you here, to this island. And now the Moon Singers will tell stories of us for generations to come. So, thanks for giving Zaji a chance to become the hero he always knew he could be. And for letting us come along with you on this unbelievable adventure.
Excellent fighting out there, Dragon God. Of course, your work isn't done. There remain plenty of dragons for your order to slay. But I swear to you, from here on, that the shields of Senshal will aid you however we can. We'll continue to protect Senshal and its citizens, of course. Try our best to keep order. But I do have plans beyond that. One day, the shields of Senshal will protect all of Palatine. No more hiding behind city walls. As much as I would like to keep my daughter by my side, I don't think that would be wise. She's grown so much during her time with the Dragon God. Her place is here. I couldn't be prouder of the woman she has become.
Just the warrior I wanted to speak to. At long last, we defeated the Black Beast. Today we finished a battle the Dragon Guard began centuries ago. A fitting start to our own order, I must say. Brooding as usual. Nephilar may have pulled through as our ally, but he's still not one for socializing with mere mortals. He did say he wished to speak to you when you returned. If the subject comes up, let Nephilar know that he's welcome to recover in our sanctum. He's our ally, and the Dragon Guard takes care of its own. Far more confident of our Dragon Guard, I must admit. When we first formed our order, all I saw was a ragtag band of smugglers, ill-experienced and naive in the ways of battle. Ah yes, young Aelia. How could I forget? But now I look around me and I see soldiers, tried and true. Warriors who are willing to lay down their lives to protect elsewhere. And if that's not in the spirit of the Dragon Guard, I don't know what is. Captain? Yes, I suppose I am, aren't I? It's been a long time since I last held that rank. I failed to uphold my duty then. I allowed my Emperor to die, and watched as our empire fell into the clutches of Daedra. And now I have another chance to make things right. Not in the Empire, perhaps, but here in a land that has a great need for a Dragon Guard to watch over it. And I expect your help as well, my friend. As always.
An excellent battle, Akatus. Your might helped seal Lot Vulan's fate. He shall never challenge me again. Indeed, and our foes seem to thwart us at every turn. Lot Vulan killed Yagrandu before he could join our alliance, and his corpse was turned against us. The cult destroyed Pride Home in their efforts to acquire the mask of Alkash. Though it was no easy task to do so, the halls of the High Main presents challenges that few dare to face. Yet you conquered them all and proved worthy of Alkash's divine power. A feat few mortals can claim. You have certainly proved yourself worthy of the Mask of Alkash. Just do not expect it to ensure all your victories. Its power was only awakened through our connection. With my departure, it shall be but a mask. Not yet. We defeated Lot Vulan, but I sense another power lurking in elsewhere. Something dark that threatens to disrupt my father's order. When the time comes for you to face it, I shall aid you. I give you my word. And keep the mask. It suits you. Ah, the Dragon Guard arrives.
My friend, you arrived just in time. I'd prefer not to face our old companion without you. Abner Tharn. According to his letter, you and he worked together. He thinks very highly of you. I'd ask how you accomplished such a feat, but there isn't time. The old snake says we have important business to discuss, and he's bringing a friend. He didn't elaborate on either topic. Just mentioned a threat to Southern elsewhere. Between Tharn's cryptic letter and Nathalar's strange mood, I'm feeling out of sorts. Talk to Nathalar. Find out what troubles him while I prepare for Tharn. I appreciate you dealing with Nathalar. The dragon senses my unease over Tharn's letter, which only makes his own anxiety more pronounced. Meanwhile, I need to keep myself from thrashing the old battle mage the moment I see him. Abner Tharn is conceited, opinionated, condescending, and a pain in my arse. And those are his good qualities. All that said, I have the utmost respect for the battle mage. When danger appears, we could do worse than to have Abner on our side. Paces, he grumbles. He refuses to speak except in riddles. And he's only gotten worse since Tharn's letter arrived and my own mood soured. We both know something terrible gathers strength in the wilderness. We just don't know what it is. His letter indicated a threat to Southern elsewhere, but that was the extent of his revelations. I suppose he wants to tell us in person. Prudent, if frustrating. After all, one should never commit certain details to paper. I'm beginning to sense that. I told him about Nathalar and the Dragon Guard. While he still punctuates every sentence with an insult, he seems genuinely concerned. That's different from the man we once adventured with.
The bearded one speaks as though I am not perched within striking distance and can hear every syllable he utters. I might find his hubris amusing in a different light, but the light that remains fades as darkness comes. A riddle to those hindered by limited perspectives. A profound truth to one such as I. Something ancient and powerful assaults my senses, but the path ahead is unclear. I sense a darkness. Perhaps an absence of light. It sets my scales on edge. My feeling is my own. It grew from a tickle behind my broken horn when the fool of a battle mage opened the halls of Colossus. Now it swirls like a black storm around me. Quite unpleasant. Perhaps the new arrivals can shed clarity on what is to come.
A portal? Here? See what you can make of it.
Moons, Tarn, how do you stand it? My head pounds like an orc drum.
You get used to it. And that was your best one yet.
Abner Tharn. You arrogant, vexatious son of a bleary-eyed...
Save your posturing, Sai. I missed you too, but we have a bigger problem to deal with. I see that my instructions were followed to the letter. The champion of Aquina, Sai Sahan, and the dragon Nathalar together in the same place, and I have brought Chimera. We have much to discuss. It concerns Calgrontiid. Calgrontiid absorbed a good deal of the Core's power before we stopped him. I hoped he was lost in the void after we dislodged him, but like us, he made his way back to Tamriel. I've been hunting for him ever since. Not just that. I pieced together his ultimate plan. Calgrontiid boasted he would become the equal of Akatosh, and your dealings with Lodvalon and the cult of the New Moon suggest they were preparing for an ascension. Isn't it obvious? Calgrontiid plans to become a god. There's an island off the coast, Dragonhold. In the Kunzari legends, it was the dragon's seat of power. I can't open a portal to it, I can't even scry it. It's protected by potent magic. You faced the cult of the New Moon? The cultists revere Calgrontiid. They must have a method for getting to and from the island. I assume their base at the New Moon Fortress holds the answers we seek.
Strange green stone. Does that sound like what you're looking for, Tharn?
Indeed. Since I read about it in your reports, I've wanted to examine it. Chimera, can you...
No more portals, Tarn. Not right now. I have duties other than conveying you around, you know.
Oh, very well. Sai, let's talk. We'll meet our friend at the fortress.
Don't you know that interruptions at nap time cause mange of the fur? You mean other than the cultists that were trying their damnedest to disembowel us? Wait a moment. You're going back there? What in the Two Moons could possibly warrant a return visit to that awful place? Huh. Now that you mention it, I did hear a few of those nutters mentioning sending the green stone to an island, and they were certainly sacrificing something on that altar in the amphitheater. I am not a mage. I wouldn't know a portal from a hole in the ground, but that's where they were gathering the green, Aeon stone, I think they called it. If they have a way to move the stone, it must be in the amphitheater. That's where I would look. May the moons protect you on your mission. If you need a helping claw, come find me after my nap. I heard Aelia say something about meeting with the Queen of Enequina, which I take to be some sort of euphemism. As for the captain, he went to collect his special order, a case of plum brandy, the good stuff. Already storing it away, I'd wager.
All this dragon hunts going on and not a single bit brought back but trophy pieces. Damn Dragon God is all glory and no guts. I mean, you're all chasing the biggest set of horns to measure your hawking prowess and leaving behind all the good bits. When you hunt a buck, do you just hack off the antlers and leave the rest to rot? Dragons are a lot more precious than deer. Oh, I'll make you a list. There's all sorts of parts that are useful in alchemy and what have you. You can start with something easy while I write this up. I need you to get me some dragon spit. Dragon spit's easy to come by. You won't even need to kill a dragon to get it. Find somewhere a dragon's attacked recently, and look for anything it might have gnawed on. They prefer to roast their meals, so charred horse bones are a good bet. Potions, mostly. Breaks down a lot of ingredients so you can digest them easier. And a less risk of choking on a hunk of Namira's rot in the middle of a battle. Makes a good grease too, I found. And you can waterproof a hull with it. All sorts of uses. Tch, if that makes you squeamish, don't ask your local alchemist what they're putting in your vitality potions. When you see how good my potions are, you'll be begging to gargle with this stuff. More slobber the better. But even if they've dried, I can use them so long as there's a good bit of residue clinging to the bones. If there's a crusty beige film on it, it's good enough. When they're not eating Dragon Guard, they'll eat anything they can get a good meal out of, and horses are plentiful enough. I won't ask you to collect what's left of their dinner from the other end. Never actually seen dragon done, come to think of it.
What's on the docket today?